Hello, Force friends. My name is Rich. Thank you so much for visiting the Toy Aisle Alliance YouTube channel, your home for all your badly shot video needs. I want to do a Darth haul video today on this guy. He is the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series 40th Anniversary GameStop exclusive R5-D4. Now I say GameStop exclusive. Here in Canadaville, it's an EB Games exclusive, and EB Games is essentially the exact same thing as GameStop, except with the letters on the sign rearranged to spell EB Games. Very cool figure. I'm very happy to get this guy. One of the many sort of obscure background characters that have somehow still become very, very iconic. Obviously, he shares much of the same body as the Black Series R2-D2, as well as all these other Black Series astromech droids. Whoops! Astromech droids. He also has a feature where if you turn his head, his third leg pops down. Even though I don't know if you ever actually see R5 in this mode in Star Wars. But that is cool. There's something on the Black Series that the third leg on their astromechs doesn't look quite right. I'm not exactly sure what it is. But otherwise, it does get the job done. Let's take a look there. It gets the job done. I'll probably have him posed. Whoops. I'll probably have him posed just on two legs. One problem with that feature is it's hard to get his head looking completely straight without his leg poking through. Otherwise, though, it is good. So like I said, here he is with the Black Series R2. And all of these Black Series astromech droids are all in great scale with each other. What they're not in great scale with is actual 6-inch figures. What I mean by that is, here is the Bandai model kit R5-D4. You see he's a lot bigger than the Black Series R5. This is the proper scale for a 6-inch astromech droid. This is how big R5 and R2, for that matter, should be. For whatever reason, Hasbro sort of scaled their astromech droids down. So again, this is the correct scale. But I collect Black Series, so I still needed this guy in my collection. The Bandai model kit, by the way, the reason I got this was because I wanted an R5-D4 for my Black Series collection. So he might now go on my my figure art shelf. But again, this is how big it should be, and this is how big we got it. Not a big deal. It still looks okay on the shelf. But yeah, I wish it was a tad bigger. Also, again, like I said, it's the same exact body as R2. Now, if you are an astromech droid collector, you might know that there are more subtle differences between the two. But again, Hasbro opted just to obviously, share all these parts of R2. To my sexy naked eye, though, it looks like R5. I don't really notice anything off about it. One thing he has that R2 doesn't is they put a bit of a dirty wash on him because, again, he spent a lot of time in Tatooine. The Black Series R2 originally was supposed to have a little bit of grime and dirt on him, but for whatever reason, apparently it was Lucasfilm that told Hasbro not to do that. So that's good, though. It does, certainly whenever we see R5, he is pretty dusty and dirty. So yeah, it's a great figure. I'm glad we have it. If you don't have a GameStop in your part of the world, I'm not sure where you would pick this up from. So hopefully everyone that does want one will get it. Oh, and one more comparison I wanted to do. Actually, two more comparisons. This is the Disney Elite size astromech. This is apparently an Imperial astromech droid and from Rogue One. Again, he's a lot bigger, but the Disney Elite series is a 7-inch scale, not a 6-inch scale. But I would argue this is still probably closer to a 6-inch scale than this guy is because he is so small. But so there is that. And the last comparison, here is the vintage R5-D4. One of my favorite figures of the kid for some reason. And obviously the Black Series has a lot more detail. But I just thought that would be a fun comparison. And one final thing to take a look at is the awesome 40th anniversary, pardon me guys, packaging. Clearly, this is a homage to the vintage packaging. It looks great. I mean, if I had the money to buy doubles of these and to rebuy figures I already had, I would definitely do that and keep them all on card and have a separate display. I just don't have the room or the money to buy doubles, but looks really, really great. A few differences, like I said in previous videos, the actual vintage card, the hole punch or the peg hole was centered on the vintage packaging. It's not here because of the weight of the figure. This is basically to balance it on the pegs. The original figures did not say 40th anniversary, obviously. That would be a little presumptuous on their part. But otherwise, they do a great job of replicating the vintage packaging in 6-inch form. And there is the back that shows you all the other figures you can get on vintage packaging. It does not show the Celebration exclusive Luke. But otherwise, there's your 40th anniversary figure. So there you go. I'm very happy that I picked this guy up. It is a simple figure. It is a small figure. It's kind of sad that you pay the same price for this guy as you would for Chewbacca. But we are Star Wars collectors and we hate having money. So there you go. The Star Wars Black Series 40th anniversary GameStop exclusive R5-D4. All right, guys. Oh, and also, when you see this video, it may very well be May the 4th. So happy May the 4th be with you. If you're watching this before, depending on your time zone, happy May the 4th Eve. All right, guys, until next time, hope you all have a great May the 4th, and I will see ya.